AI is about to give your sales organization thousands of selling hours back. CRM updates, call summaries, follow-up notes, forecast administration, meeting prep. That sounds like a productivity win. What happens when your organization gets all that capacity back and revenue doesn't improve? Because AI is removing one of the biggest explanations sales organizations have been using for mediocre productivity. When that administration disappears, the issue stops being capacity. It becomes commercial effectiveness. Can your people identify the right opportunities? Can they gain executive access? Can they uncover information competitors don't have? Can managers improve deals strategy rather than simply inspect CRM hygiene? Imagine AI gives every account executive several additional hours of productivity. Across 500 sellers, that's an enormous pool of commercial capacity. But there are two very different outcomes. Organization A gives the time back, and sellers fill it with more emails, more internal meetings, more low-value prospecting, and more activity. Organization B deliberately reallocates the time towards strategic accounts, senior relationships, opportunity qualification, white space development, and manager coaching. The competitive advantage isn't the technology, it's the operating system you put around it. Because the highest value work in complex selling still comes down to a few things. Judgment, which opportunity deserves resources, which deals should we stop pursuing, which accounts have expansion potential, where is political risk increasing, and access. Do our people have relationships with the executives who shape the decision? Are we operating 3 levels below the people who control the outcome? And information. Do we know something meaningful about the customer's business, priorities, politics, and decision process that isn't sitting in our CRM? And finally, commercial leadership. Can frontline managers coach those decisions? Because if your managers spend their new availability of time asking sellers whether Salesforce is updated, you've automated the administration without changing the selling system. That's a missed opportunity. This is particularly important in major accounts. Revenue is a lagging indicator. An account can look healthy financially while the relationship underneath is deteriorating. The earlier signals are different. Executive access declines. Meetings move lower in the organization. Your people stop learning anything new. Competitors gain relationships you don't have. You become involved later in the customer decisions. Those are commercial warning signs. And AI can help identify some of them. And that comes from credibility. And the chain is simple. Credibility creates access, access creates information, information creates opportunity, and opportunity creates revenue. AI should allow your organization to spend more time strengthening that chain, not less. If I were running a large commercial organization, I would want the hours AI returns concentrated in 4 places. Number 1, strategic account development. Identify the accounts capable of disproportionate growth and require intentional relationship development, even when there isn't an active opportunity. That's the white space. Most organizations become extremely attentive when an RFP appears and strangely quiet during the 12 months before it. The best account managers reverse that. They create value when nothing is being chased and nothing is being purchased. Number 2, opportunity quality. AI should allow teams to spend less time documenting deals and more time challenging them. Do we understand the customer's business issue? Do we know who actually makes the decision? Who benefits from the status quo? Who could block us? Are we genuinely differentiated? And perhaps the most important question, should this opportunity even be in the forecast? One of the fastest ways to increase sales productivity is to stop investing expensive selling capacity into opportunities that were never winnable. And number 3, executive access. I would measure whether the additional capacity is moving relationships higher and wider inside priority accounts. If an account represents 20 million of potential growth and your entire relationship sits with one director, you've got a commercial risk, not a CRM problem. And number 4, manager coaching. This might be the biggest opportunity of all. AI can automate inspection. Managers should not spend collecting information that technology can collect for them. That time should shift into deal strategy, account strategy, coaching, qualification, and developing seller judgment, because the biggest multiplier inside a sales organization isn't one great seller. It's the manager who makes 8 sellers better. And this is where I think commercial leadership needs to be careful. If AI saves 20% of seller time is not the KPI, that's not an efficiency metric. I'd want to know what happened afterwards. Did opportunity conversion improve? Did cycle time change? Did executive level relationship increase? Did pipeline quality move? Did managers spend more time coaching? Did strategic account penetration increase? Did average deal size move? Did we eliminate weak opportunities earlier? And ultimately, did revenue productivity per seller improve? Because otherwise, we've simply made an ineffective system more efficient. There is another side to this. AI will create unprecedented visibility into commercial organizations. Commercial leaders are going to know more about activity, pipeline movement, customer interactions, and forecast behavior than ever before, which means the organizations that lack a common sales methodology are going to feel increasingly chaotic. You'll have more data, but your sellers may still interpret opportunities differently. Your managers may still coach differently. One rep's qualified will still be another rep's maybe. And your largest accounts may still depend on individual heroics instead of an institutional approach. AI doesn't solve that problem, and in many ways, it makes the problem easier to see. It's an opportunity to redesign how your revenue organization works. Let AI handle more of the work machines are good at: capture, summarization, administration, pattern recognition, and reporting. Then deliberately strengthen the capabilities humans still need to own: judgment, customer conversations, commercial insight, relationship development, negotiation, account strategy, and coaching. That's how you turn AI from a cost efficiency initiative to a revenue production initiative. So if you're a CRO, chief commercial officer, or sales leader, I wouldn't ask, how much time is AI saving my sellers? I'd ask, where are we reinvesting that time? Because AI can give you organizational capacity. It cannot decide how that capacity should be deployed. That's leadership. And over the next few years, I believe the commercial organizations that win won't necessarily be the ones who with the most AI. They'll be the ones that combine AI with the disciplined system for how their people pursue opportunities, develop strategic accounts, and build customer relationships and coach performance. That's the multiplier. If you're leading a commercial organization and you're trying to work through that shift, that's exactly the work I do at Korn Ferry, helping organizations build commercial language, strengthen manager coaching, improve strategic account execution, and create more consistent sales performance. Because the question isn't whether AI changes selling, it already is. The question is whether your commercial operating model changes with it.